Hey, this is Mark Henry, author of Dancing with Energy, Healing, Magic, and Mysticism. Well, today I'm going to be talking about a question that I'm often asked in my Facebook group, and that is, should I hire someone to do spell work for me? Well, what we're talking about here is a magical intervention to bring about a desire or objective that you have, and you're willing to pay a professional to do it. But before you actually follow through and do this sort of thing, it's important to consider a few points. Well, first, one possible benefit of hiring someone to be able to manifest your outcome is that you may be someone who is not a magician at all, and you may want the extra help. On the other hand, you may be somebody who does practice magic or may not be skilled enough in order to do this specific area of magic. For example, you may be somebody who's good at manifesting outcomes related to love, but you may not be skilled enough or practiced enough to be able to manifest prosperity and abundance and that sort of thing. So you may lack the confidence to do that. Well, that being the case, here are some things that may be some things to consider. Well, one is that it's not always easy to find a reputable magician willing to do the work for you. If you do approach somebody, however, if you are lucky enough to find somebody, ask them some discerning questions. For example, ask them, how many years have you been practicing magic? That's one. A second one might be, how many years have you been practicing magic for others? Because, believe it or not, it does require a different approach. Not everybody who can do magic for themselves can do magic for other people. Another thing that I would suggest is to get references. You know, who have you worked with? Is there anybody that he's willing to give you the name in order for you to talk to? If you're inclined, maybe check around the community. For example, if you were looking at somebody, let's say, who works at a botanica or some other type of shop, you might be able to talk to somebody who has done some work for them. Maybe some clients of the shop that he is employed by. If this is somebody that is online, perhaps you can address a forum or an online community to find out about this person's reputation in that community. Another thing to think about is this happens after, let's say, that you are interested in someone. So I guess it's kind of like a dating relationship. You know, you have to kind of feel them out. When you talk to them for the first time, do they give you a really thorough assessment on your situation and your unique circumstances? Do they try to understand your plight in this whole thing? Are they trying to understand what you want? Another thing that is common among people who are professional magicians and sorcerers is, and this is, you can ask them whether they're going to do this, is that ask them whether they're going to be doing a divination to see whether the magic is even going to work, or whether they do divination to see to define what approaches would be the most effective. That is something that's commonly done. Other thing is the price fair. There are people who charge exorbitant amounts of prices to do this type of work. I also would request that if you do decide, hey, this is somebody that I want to work with in order to bring about my outcome, find out whether they're going to give you at least some type of evidence that they're actually doing something. For example, some magicians will actually show you pictures of the workings on their altar if they're doing altar work for you. Another thing is to request updates on the magic. That's something that they should be doing. Okay, so they're starting to put some things into motion. Do they, in 2 weeks, do they give you a report on how it seems to be going, how the candle seems to be burning? And of course, they should be responsive to your emails or phone calls regarding this. So these are just some things that I was thinking about this weekend, that if you, my YouTube subscribers, are interested in employing a professional magician sorcerer to do these types of things, these are the things that are important to think about, some recommendations and questions to ask, because there are a lot of charlatans in this particular field who will try to purport themselves to be a big and bad witch or some other type of title, and they're not delivering a lot, and a lot of times they take people's money. So to be warned is to be forearmed. All right, I will see you in a future video. Please subscribe and like, and check out some links at the bottom of my description. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.